Hello there. Let's see. What have I been up to? I've been knitting a sock. Is that a surprise to anyone? So this is sock number 1 for September Grocery Girls Sock Bash. The theme for this month is cables. And I am knitting from Nancy Bush's classic book, Knitting on the Road, her Whitby pattern. Whitby Island in Washington State is so pretty. So this is the Whitby sock. I did it completely according to pattern using cheap sock yarn. This is Croy Sock FX. And it's in the colorway Cadet Colors. Cadet Colors in two different dye lots. So the leg is done in one dye lot, and the toe is done in the same dye lot. And then the foot is done in a different dye lot. And Croy is notorious for dye lots not matching. So I was so grateful that I found this oddball of the Cadet Colors, the same one, to switch. When I was doing the leg, I realized those cables really aren't showing up. So I went looking for a different color Croy, and I said, oh, look, this is Cadet Colors. But it's a different dye lot, and these are the same color yarn, supposedly, right? But yeah, different dye lot, and I only had one ball of this dark, almost monotone, much less variegation than the one I have 2 balls of. So I have plenty of this to finish. And as I was doing the sock and reaching the toe, I weighed my oddball and found that of the 50-gram ball, I had 26 grams left. And I was like, oh, I'm going to switch back for the toe. You can see I'm using embroidery floss to measure the rows. Every 10 rows, I'm putting a little embroidery floss stitch in there. And this is 55 rows from the heel to the toe decrease. And on size 2, so I showed you, I think on episode 1 of this podcast, I had knit some Croy socks on 1s, and they were just like a board. They were so stiff. 2s, it's much better. I think I'm going to use, I have some Croy here on the floor. I think I'm going to make some mittens out of this and try size 3 needles. I wanted to show you, I bought some of this on clearance. This colorway is Celestial Colors, but you can see they're different dye lots. So here's one that has a lot of blue in it. This one, much more heavily variegated with purples and blues. And then this one is much more blue than the first one. And again, Croy does this. They will do the same colorway and carry the dye lot, change the dye lot year to year. Some of these have an actual year on the dye lot. This one's 2022. And this one is, let me see, 2023. So, they're made in different years, but same colorway. And it's not like they don't coordinate. They do, but if you're trying to make a sweater out of one colorway, you need to buy all the same dye lot at the same time, and that might be kind of hard. Anyway, I've got a lot of this. This is purple, blue, lovely colors for people to have mittens. And so I think I'm going to move up to 3s and try some mittens next time I use that yarn. And on the Whitby sock, I took the advice of people on Ravelry. Thank you very much. I cast on 59 instead of 51. And at 51 would have been way too small. These are really going to stay up. They have the ribbing, the heavy ribbing in the back, knit 2, purl 2 ribbing. And I like they're kind of a fade almost to the heel and to the toe. And that cable really shows off with the more monochromatic yarn. So yeah, I'm happy with these. They're sturdy, and they're going to my youngest child's roommate as an early holiday gift. So happy. I'm hoping to have the other one done. It's the 4th of the month, and I started these Sunday, so the 1st, and finished one. So 4 days. That's pretty good. This is, I know people count their socks. This will be pair 10 for 2024. Crazy Sock Lady is on pair 61 for 2024. Yeah. That's a lot of socks. I am also knitting, and I've cast on, which, I've been coveting this for a while. I am knitting the Motley Hoof cowl. And let me show you the picture. As I've shown this, at least 3 times on this podcast. I'm using leftovers. I keep calling this a Malabrigo pattern. It's a Madeline Tosh pattern. And I'm using leftovers. I love the fact that this pattern shows the weight of the yarns that you use. And so, let's hold this up. And it's just, the camera doesn't do the colors justice. It is lovely. I am thrilled with it. Thrilled with the colors. Not so thrilled with the width of it. I saw in the picture it's only a 20-inch diameter cowl, so it's a neck warmer. That's not enough to convert it to a hat, which I might be tempted to do, but I need 22 inches for a hat. So I might go up a needle size once I change to another row of colors. So just go up to 3s again. I'm getting 7.5, and I'm supposed to get 7. So that makes this 18 and 2/3 inch diameter instead of 20. Or yeah. So I'm not super happy with the gauge I'm getting, but I may go up a needle size and block it out. But I'm thrilled with the colors, and I'm thrilled with the way the charts work. Oh, the chart has a mistake in it. When I link below to my project in Ravelry, where I have a picture of the chart with my corrections, because there is an error in chart 2 for this pattern. So if you are thinking of knitting this, refer to my chart for these diamonds. That centered diamond, the center dot in those diamonds is missing from the chart. All right, I have acquired some yarn this week. Youngest child is a junior in college and likes my socks, likes hand knit socks, and is well worth knitting for because youngest child wears the socks that I knit. So that's great. And also likes the color brown, likes copper and browns and so forth. And so I picked up on all of the, there were so many sales for on Labor Day weekend, leading up to Labor Day weekend. This is, I ordered from Modern Daily Knitting. It is Neighborhood Fiber Company Superwash, organic sock, and 100% organic merino superwash. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. It is a kind of grayish beige with orange and maroon spattered in there. Feels like a very sturdy yarn. And then the other one is Frankie Gray Fiber out of Canada, which is one of the Grocery Girls brands, did a free shipping weekend and gave away, I don't know if I have it here. Oh, here it is. Gave away a branded Frankie Gray Fibers tape measure, and also a holographic tote bag, heavy duty plastic tote bag, with every order, no matter how small. So I ordered a skein of Frankie Gray Fibers and this is salted caramel. Again, it's a grayish beige with much more of a greenish yellow copper running through it. And so these will be socks. Youngest child's birthday is in February. So, and the October sock bash for Grocery Girls is autumn colors. So no problemo. I'm ready. And maybe I'll do 2 socks that month. We'll have to see. I've got a lot of other things on my plate, but that's a possibility. Then I wanted to talk to you about more pussy hats are coming out, or more election oriented pussy hats. I showed you this one last week. This is the political. Hold on a minute. Not much out here. Sorry about that. This is Political Joy. And I talked about this last week. I'll link this one below. 2 more have come out. This one is, I'm still waiting for the yarn on this one from Knit Picks, by the way. And that doesn't surprise me. They had a big sale, 25% off. So I'm not surprised that hasn't shipped yet. Patty Lyons, there she is, wearing her slouchy blue hat. The proceeds for this pattern are going to Brennan Center to promote ending voter suppression. And I'm linking below to the Ravelry page for this pattern. However, I think probably to save Ravelry fees, Patty is only selling this on her website. So that go to Ravelry, it links to her website. You buy it from her, and then the proceeds go to Brennan Center, which is a very, very, very good cause. And then today, this one came out. If you see more, let me know below in comments what's going on, what's out there for hats for supporting human rights and voting and all those good things. This one's much more candidate oriented. There's the Kamala, and unlike the Patriotic Joy hat, in this particular one, although Patriotic Joy gives you the option of doing Swiss darning or duplicate stitch for this lettering, this one says do duplicate stitch, which makes sense. It's just this little bit in the middle of the hat. So chart for duplicate stitch. This hat, I'll link the Ravelry page down below, has a sliding scale, $10, $5, and $3, and 100% of the proceeds after Ravelry fees goes to the Kamala Harris campaign. So that's that one. And again, camera doesn't do color justice. This is a bright green hat. So go check it out on Ravelry and make one if you want. Let me know how it works out. I'm going to make, as I told you, I'm probably even going to do a tutorial on, not that one, on the Joy hat. There we go. And I purchased the pattern for this. I'm going to make this because I have a ton of blue yarn, so I'll be making some blue hats. All right, one more thing. I want to talk about Stockinette. And Stockinette Stitch, Tracy of the Grocery Girls, at her live stream, when the Grocery Girls were doing their last live stream, which I think was episode 602, she was wearing her tin can knit sweater, Hush, and it was beautiful green. It's wool and mohair stranded, and it's got this texture work in the yoke. It's top down, looks great on her. And she commented on it and said, this is a great knit because it's top down. You do all the work in the yoke, and then it's fast and easy to finish the rest of the sweater. And that sort of set bells off in my head. Not hostile bells, but kind of like, really? Really? You find Stockinette in the round easy and quick? Because I really struggle to keep going with Stockinette because it's boring. And so I am working on, and I've shown this before, I'm working on a tin can knit sweater, top down. This is flax in some Knit Picks yarn. It's got this is a Casapinka chart at the top that I have done. I did knit that in because I couldn't see stitching the word hand knit on a sweater. And I'm 5 inches below the armholes. So I am getting there. I really am getting there. And my husband and I listened to a podcast in the morning, a Monday through Friday podcast. And that's when I sit and I work on this for at least 30 minutes. Not working on the sock, not working on anything else, because sitting here, that's my 30 minutes a day working on this 5 days a week. Is getting it done. I'm at 5 inches, but man, it's a slog. And so I beg to differ in terms of, I think some people find that quick and easy, and maybe they do knit in front of the TV or knit to movies or knit to podcasts or audiobooks or whatever. But I want to knit socks with where, oh, the leg's done, I can do a heel, now I can do a foot, now I can do, and it's like it keeps my busy brain, finishing things. Oh, and there's the did I show that before? The embroidery floss to measure the rows. Yeah, so I'll be getting to the second sock, and I hope to have the second sock done by next week. You hold me accountable to that. And then I'll let you know how the stockinette goes. I'd like to finish that sweater too and be able to wear it in this fall. But I'm just finding it to be a slog, and I'd love to hear how you guys handle stockinette stitch and finishing it and keep going, because for me, I find it really challenging. So let me know what your approach is in comments, and we'll see you next time.